The state is mainly a story. States practically have not been maintained by force alone. That's not something I want to go into here, but by assuming that axiom, we can narrow this discussion to ideology. Lloyd deMause is the founder of the Journal of Psychohistory. He makes the case that humanity progresses through various psychoclasses, which are primarily the result of child-rearing modes. I'm oversimplifying, but there are links in the description to help the viewer learn all about this. The advancing through psychoclasses seems to influence the kind of story people will fall for, and thus the kind of state that will be convincing to them. That is, various social and economic interventions and wars could be emotionally compelling to a population of a given child-rearing mode. The progression through psychoclasses clearly makes the states more humane, and of course makes childhood more humane as well. However, a highly developed psychoclass with rational parents may still project this parental authority onto the state, thus creating a relatively benevolent state, but it's still a state, it's still an extortion racket. I don't see how better childhoods stop the projection of parental authority onto the state altogether. But here's what I do see. A highly developed psychoclass is less likely to send SWAT teams to kill tax evaders, and would generally be more rational and thus foster an intellectual environment conducive to helping people see the state. That's why I was a little bit disappointed with Stefan Molyneux's interview of deMause, and he seemed more intent on introducing and letting deMause explain psychohistory in a way that would make sense to people who had never heard of it than he was in going after the issue of the state. But perhaps that was a better thing to do. The first states were the outgrowth of religious cults. But the reason those cults were so emotionally convincing to those people was because they had childhoods that today we would consider psychotic. At least that's the connection I came to. I understand that deMause has been blackballed for exploring things that he's not supposed to explore, and perhaps he doesn't want to take on another unpopular position publicly, which I can understand. At any rate, I encourage my subbers to go check out Psychohistory.